Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk a little bit about things to avoid when dating a Filipina. Stick around. Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to talk about things to avoid when dating a Filipina. Of course, I have Maya with me because she can provide more insight than I can. I can help a little bit along the way. There's a few things I've learned, but I guess the first thing that we had discussed was, I guess, be open and upfront about
what you want,
what your intentions are, because in my experience, I think Filipinos just automatically will just assume that it's not just casual dating or just dating because you're bored on a Friday night. It's leading into a serious relationship. Yeah.
Yes. Don't plan future plans if you're not sure about the girl, the Filipina, because that would create, expectations that there will be future plans, and that means that you're gonna be dating for a long time. That's
okay. So don't be like, hey, maybe next month we can go here and go do this.
Yes.
So just kind of take it one date at a time, and maybe. I think a lot of in the West, we're really dating for us is. We look at dating as we date to get to know somebody to decide whether we want a relationship with them. But in the Philippines, it seems like when you start dating, it means you're already kind of entering into a relationship, kind of, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, I'm not saying all, but I think a lot of girls who don't have a lot of experience dating and stuff, they would just kind of assume.
I think it's only to foreigners. Because foreigners here, because the first time I dated a foreigner, I feel like foreigner would really want to move faster to the relationship. Like
the foreigner does?
I think, yeah. Maybe it's just me or that foreigner. Because my own experience, it's like we're dating and seeing each other 2 times, and then we made plans. We made a lot of plans already, so it's kind of very fast. And
okay. Well, I think
it depends.
Foreigners think the opposite. They think Filipinos kind of move too fast sometimes. So maybe it was just that foreigner, but for us, like in the West, it could be several months before you even say, "Hey, are we boyfriend, girlfriend," or I don't know when exactly it happens. Maybe when dating, the dates are you no longer have to ask them, "Hey, what are you doing Friday?" Maybe the dates are just kind of implied, like.
So in the West, you mean it will take a while to be official?
Yes.
So how will you know that you two are official already if you?
I think you actually talk about it and say, "Hey, we've been dating a while. We've been dating we've been dating a month, 2 months. Are you ready to commit? I want to date you exclusively. I want to just be with you exclusively." I think we usually have a conversation. It doesn't usually just happen.
So does that mean that if you are dating, just dating, you can date other girls too? She can date other guys too? Is that how it works in the West?
Well,
because
yes and no.
What do you mean, yes or no?
Well, okay, maybe right at the very beginning, maybe if you've dated once or twice and nothing's happened with you other than you just went to dinner. I mean, maybe it's still okay. I mean, we usually have the conversation that I'd like to date you exclusively. And then after the dating exclusively, then the boyfriend-girlfriend conversation comes. It seems like there's stages.
Okay.
You guys can comment down below and give me your opinion, but I think that's
because here,
kind of how it works.
If you date one guy, you will only date one guy.
Right. Yep. I get that.
You cannot date lots of guys or girls.
So that's a good thing to know then, is if you come out here, don't think, even if you're not technically boyfriend, girlfriend, if you go on a date with a girl, she's going to assume you're just going to date her.
Yes.
So if you plan on dating around, you should be having that conversation.
I didn't know that.
Well, I wouldn't say it's that common, you know. I mean,
But
me personally in the West, if I went on a date with somebody, it was either we went on a date and the date went well, so I would like to see her again. I'm not out dating other people. You know, I've never only dated. I've always only dated one at a time.
Okay.
I didn't have that much free time from work where I could be doing a lot of dating anyway, you know, to be honest.
But
here, I think a lot of foreigners come here and they just kind of date around. Like, I can't speak for all of them, but I think some of them come here and they may do that. I don't know. But again, you guys can comment down below. But I think, honestly, I still think the majority of foreigners that come out here have already got online and started chatting with a girl. Okay. It seems like the most guys that we've met in person, that they've already kind of started. Yeah, it's like everybody's already in a relationship when they get off the airplane.
Yes, it's because Filipinos like to be, you know, exclusive right away. Like if we are talking about future and we are connecting, it means that we are together. You and me are just date each other, not date other people. That's how it works here. You cannot date other people just because of you are just dating you.
Right.
You just date me and only me.
So
no other.
Careful with that. If you come out here, don't think you're going to just date
because that creates drama.
Especially in a small city.
Yes, that will create drama.
If you're looking to date around, it's probably best to be in Cebu City or Manila, where it's a big population. But what about meeting family? I think that's kind of goes hand in hand. Like, if you're not going to be serious.
If you're not going to be serious, don't meet the parents. And I don't think if a girl is not serious with you, she will introduce you to the family.
Right.
Because I don't introduce guys to my family if I'm not sure about the person.
Of course.
Because I don't want to be like, I don't want them to say that I introduced lots of guys and then it didn't work. So
embarrassing.
Yes. So I rather introduce the you know, if I know that the guy will stick around.
I think that's the same with like social media. I think maybe don't plaster photos all over your social media unless it's going to be long term for sure, you know. So
if you're sure that you're gonna be exclusively dating, don't post any pictures.
Right.
Because you will end up posting different girls or guys in your Facebook because it didn't work out, and then you dated another person, and then you post again in social media, and then it didn't work out again. So your reputation as a person.
We won't mention the name, but we've had some friends that have done that. Oh, this is the girl. This is it. And, you know, so be sure, right?
So what else should you watch out when you started dating a Filipina? Talking to other girls, because Filipina could go crazy.
Is it okay? I think a lot of foreigners are like immediately think it's some kind of scam, or the girl's looking for trying to get a free meal for her friends or family, but it's somewhat normal here. Like if maybe a girl's never dated a foreigner, that she brings maybe one family member or one friend or something if she's like nervous or scared. I mean,
I think it's pretty normal, especially if she have not been to dating foreigners, because the first time I dated a foreigner, I brought my friend.
See, that's what I mean. So
because I'm so scared.
So you just have there's a obviously, if she wants to bring 10 friends, then she's probably just,
Oh,
they're all
no.
looking to get a free meal. But
Yes.
if it's just one friend, I think most foreigners, if it's a girl you like, you should be
Yeah.
understanding. Obviously,
Yeah.
if it's five, it's on the 5th date and she's still bringing a friend, that's a problem. But
Yeah, that's a problem at all.
Yeah.
Because when I started dating a foreigner, I brought a friend for the first time, and then after that, I did not already
Mhm.
because I discovered that foreigners don't bite.
Yes.
They will not eat me
Yeah.
like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay.
You should avoid talking to other girls. You should avoid making Filipino girls get jealous because it could get into drama, tampo,
Mhm.
and just lots of drama.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's.
I know it's pretty normal for foreigners to be friendly, but for Filipinas, it's not very pleasant, at least for me. 'Cause-
So eyes on your girl only.
No, it's n-
It's not that you're saying, but don't be so friendly to the waitress or whatever.
mhm.
Yeah.
Don't smile.
Don't smile. Look straight ahead at your girl at all times and tell her to order the food for you. So that way you have no communication with the waitress.
Yeah, but
I know what
really.
you're saying. Yeah. What about for a first time date? I mean, I don't think it's a whole lot different than the West. I think going out for a coffee or a restaurant is fine. Don't take her to Jollibee. Unless
Why
you're.
would you take your date to the Jollibee?
Well,
Have you
okay.
done that?
No, I haven't. But there are some Filipinos who that would be like a special treat. Like if it's a guy, maybe she lives way out in the province, and Jollibee is something that she wouldn't get very often. So maybe, you know. But yeah, obviously, like in Dumaguete or in Cebu City or something like that, there's going to be a lot of good restaurant choices. You know, obviously, you're not going to
Yeah,
take her to Jollibee.
never.
No. of course not.
Also,
Well, for sure, don't pick up your phone and be chatting on your phone, and vice versa. I know that foreigners get annoyed also that if somebody's picking up their phone a lot. But I think that's just common dating knowledge.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy here, but
okay, when dating a Filipino, especially if she doesn't speak English very well,
yeah.
try to understand that she cannot speak the language very well, but that doesn't mean she can't understand it. And some jokes that it's for foreigners, sarcastic jokes, some Filipinas can't get the jokes, so you need to be careful with that too.
Yes, be careful with sarcastic humor because they can take it literally and it can be
Yes.
very offensive.
Yes.
And I'd say that sometimes there's a lot of Filipinos who will understand the English much, much better than they can actually speak it because maybe they hear it on TV and movies and read it and stuff. Like you may be texting with her back and forth and you're like, oh, her English is fine. But then when it comes to speaking, like she doesn't speak as well as she can text or understand. But yeah, so the sarcastic humor thing doesn't. Luckily, Maya gets my sarcasm because she gives it right back to me. Yeah. But yeah, you have to be careful with that for sure. It can be taken literally.
Okay, babe, what else?
Should you bring a gift? Like sometimes it's common for like foreigners to, maybe if it's a girl they really like, to bring her some flowers or something on a first date. Is that normal here or not really? Guys don't really do that.
Not really. I've never had experience that. It's not normal here. In the West, it's normal to bring flowers and gifts to your date.
If it's a girl you really like and you go to pick her up at her house, it's somewhat commonplace maybe to bring her a couple flowers or something.
Okay.
I'm not saying you want to bring her jewelry or anything like that, but maybe like a flower or something. Could be somewhat normal. But that doesn't really happen here.
So, what else? Is it normal in the West to, in the first date, you would invite your date for a drink right away, or
For a drink? You mean inside the house?
no, for a drink in a bar, like drinking in a bar, or a couple of beers? Is it normal there?
It could be normal to go out and have a drink but usually quiet places where you can have a conversation.
Okay.
Not like not like at the bar where the music and it's like a club where you can't talk. I don't think that's a good. Because for me, a date is getting to know each other. And if you're at a loud bar where you can't even talk to each other, it's not exactly getting. That's like taking your first date to a movie where you both watch the movie for 2 hours and don't even talk.
Weird.
I think that's weird.
Have you tried it?
No. I've always wanted to be able to talk to the person, and get to know them. But early on in my life, I would go out to eat for a first date. But since then, I had made it into like a coffee date, because if the date is horrible, you can get out of it very quickly. And if the date's going good, you can just turn the coffee into, hey, let's go grab dinner after this, or let's go take a walk or something, But if it's going horrible, you could end it quickly too. But Maya and I didn't have a coffee date. We just were introduced through friends, kind of. And so, actually, I think some of the best way to meet somebody
is through friends.
Through friends. Like if you have a buddy who's married to a Filipina, you might ask him to just, hey, does your wife have any single friends? Or, if you come out here to the Philippines and you meet, another expat at the coffee shop, you could ask, hey, do you have any, single Filipino friends that you could introduce me to? Actually, Maya has a single friend looking, but we won't give out her information or nothing. But
she's looking.
Yeah, she's looking. So that's the best way to meet somebody. So anyway, with that, I guess we will end the video. And questions, comments, other things that maybe you should avoid, comment down below. See you guys. By the way, I chopped off all the hair. It's gone. I was fighting a losing battle. See you guys next time. Bye.
Come on, move along. That's it, baby. I know you're on a roll, sweet honey. Let's take it.